Hello, my name's Slow Ninja and welcome back to the channel, and in today's episode we're going to play on some more Motorsport Manager and our Aston Martin, Let's Play season, and the start of season 2 for the team. And yes, Leclerc and Vettel are our drivers for the season, but if we look here, we've gone from being 3rd to 7th best on the grid. Now, headquarters are pretty poor as well, but drivers we are top, sponsors or staff we are top, sponsors as well as pit crew. So, pretty much got the best pit crew and the best drivers, but the car is pretty poor. And I think before we even go into the first race of this season, I want to go through all the different teams. So. Yeah, there we go. Robin Franz is the new driver for Alfa Romeo. There we go. With Raikkonen not being a part of the team, Grosjean has gone in to replace Ocon at Alpine Racing. So we've got Charles Leclerc to replace Lance Stroll. Haas has kept the same driver lineup, which is kind of interesting. We're going to go a little Schumacher, a little Scout. McLaren has kept the same driver lineup. The big one is, I say, Carlos Sainz going to Mercedes, with Hamilton going to Ferrari. They are the 3rd best driver lineup as Ferrari. The Ferrari are 3rd, Mercedes are 4th. There we go. Red Bull Racing's got Ocon to replace Sergio Perez, which is a bit interesting one that they didn't promote Alex Albon, but that's how unlucky Albon is. So they've kept the same driver lineup of Pierre Gasly and Yuki Tsunoda. The big Ferrari changes at Ferrari with Kevin Magnussen and Hamilton. The K-Mag move I thought was a very, very weird move, to be brutally honest. Tahita has replaced Da Costa with Stoffel Van Dorn, which is quite a good change for them, I guess. Toyota, I think, are the biggest one with Nico Hülkenberg and Perez, but quite an old driver lineup. But we have to see how well they get on. And Williams have kept the same driver lineup. I want to see where. Can you search drivers? How much is a way of searching drivers? Did Lance Stroll join anyone? That's what I want to know. Okay, check Villeneuve in. No, Lance Stroll didn't join anyone. And he's currently got a cold. Doesn't even want to join the team. What does he say? You fired me, now you want me back. Keep dreaming. Oh well there, Lance Stroll. Oh well. Yes, we do lose, so we have lost quite a lot of money if we don't win or get our bonuses. But hopefully we can. Definitely get our bonuses. Well, Vettel's unhappy because everything's still the same. Okay. Anyway, as before, I will see you in qualifying. So here we are at the first qualifying session of the season. As you can see, that I completely forgot that. Well, we've only got the 15 minutes for each qualifying session. So you have to really limit to whether you want to do the race trim or the quali trim. And I sacrificed for the race trim. Both cars seem to be pretty good. So let's, dive straight on in. So you have to take that anyway, which is very bizarre. Anyway, let's take qualifying. Let's see if we can do what we normally do and do the 1 lap on the slightly harder compound. Because even though we were still pretty quick in qualifying, we were still quite fast in qualifying, even though it was a bit of a mess qualifying, but we were still kind of quick. So now, what's on the the hard of the tyres, actually. And we're still in 8th and 10th place, actually. So to be honest, that's not really too bad. I mean, look at George Russell all the way up there. Actually, this could actually be an alright session for us. It's weird seeing Hamilton down there in 20th place in that Ferrari. Even a good lap from Hockenberg as well in the Toyota. Grosjean's up there. Actually, that's a very good session from us, I'm not gonna lie. And that's just going to be very weird to keep on saying that. Hamilton, last year's champion, has gone out in Q1 with his brand new team, with his teammate as well, Magnussen. Ferrari are going to have a long season ahead of them. So it's Hamilton, Schumacher, Giovinazzi, Mazepin, Magnussen, Van Dorn, and John-Eric Vergne. So let's jump into Q2, on which I've got a good chance that we can get both cars into Q3 in a very wet session as well. That's what you like to see. So I need to send them out on the Inters. Let's just do one lap on the Inters. Just to see what we can do. Hopefully by the time they start their lap, it won't get less wet. Oh, there's a big crash already with Max Verstappen going out. That's a very big surprise there to see Max go out. The favourite to probably get pole position as well in this session. That is a huge, huge surprise there. And we're going to go on the 2-minute mark. Get away until some grip gets back into the track. Actually, we're in some clear space, clean air now. Some cars aren't going to be able to do enough of a lap. Can we get both cars in? Yes, we can. Vettel's going quicker. Both cars in the top 10. That's what you like to see. Split of the Mercedes as well. Another fine lap there from both our cars. Both cars in the top 10 for the first time in a very long time. So, very promising sign. So, Yuki Tsunoda, Hockenberg, Perez, Grosjean, Russell, Latifi, and the big surprise of Max Verstappen crashing out. Let's take this qualifying. Well, a small potential of getting pole, maybe? Could we get pole? That'd be nice. Then we're going to do the 2-lap. Actually, doing the 2-lap thing maybe out of our hands, really. That wet weather doesn't come close enough. Some cars may not even finish off their lap. Leclerc goes quickest by half a second. What a lap there from Charles Leclerc. You know what? We're not going to improve our lap times, so this session's now over, but 3rd and 7th place in qualifying, that's good. That's actually really good. I don't understand why they went out again. Because now there no way they're going to go quicker. I mean, you get to see how much slower they've gone on those tyres. I mean, last lap, 7.5 seconds slower. But a third and a 7th place, I definitely take that. That's a great result for the team. And hopefully we can now convert that into good old points. It's really annoying because we could have gotten, if both cars would have done their quickest lap, when potentially we could have had 3rd and 4th place, 2nd row lockout, which would have been quite nice. But top 3 are Bottas, Sainz, and Leclerc. But I'm really happy. I'm happy with that result, and hopefully good things to come for the team. Fortunately, I can't see how long the race is actually going to be. Does it tell me? 51 laps. So the race is actually shorter from where it normally is. So we could potentially just be able to do the one stop here. Let's go to the race. So it's Bottas, Sainz, Leclerc, Alonso, Gasly, Norris, Vettel, Ricciardo, Ocon, Robin Frijns, Yuki Tsunoda, Hülkenberg, Perez, Grosjean, Russell, Latifi, Verstappen, Hamilton, Schumacher, Giovinazzi, Mazepin, Magnussen, Van Dorn, and John-Eric Vergne. There we go, good start there from... it's going to get confusing between us and the Alpine. But backwards goes Leclerc. Unfortunately. Leclerc with a very poor start there. Of course Vettel gets a penalty, doesn't he? That's really annoying. I'm having the pit in. We could just... Because the whole time plan was to hopefully... I guess we could try... If we can get to lap 10... Well, maybe we can get away with it. Alright, I'm knowing that. Pit him. We just put him on the hardest compound. That means our race all relies on Leclerc. Please let your teammate through, thank you. Of course, this may not be the race which we wanted, but at least we're keeping up there. Man, that Williams looks really good. Oh my god, it's just such a close... Why doesn't he get a penalty? But I always get penalties. That's the bit which always annoys me about this game. Oh, down the inside, overtaken 2 there. Lovely move there. We go. Oh, I was hoping to go around the outside of Max there. I want a car's plan to just do the one. Just plan to just do no stops. But I thought you had to do a stop. I feel like we just need to increase our engine. Get a better engine underneath our car. Because we just seem to be struggling just to keep up at the moment. Which last lap, we were quicker by 2 tenths. But Ricciardo's definitely gaining on us. But saying that is Tsunoda and Verstappen slow us up. I want to say yes. Can we get the inside? No, we can't. Oh, Max Verstappen, will he get penalised? Oh, Max does. Max does get a penalty. Which unfortunately we can't. Well, we're going to take advantage now. That releases us just a little bit. Come on, I know he can do it. I know Leclerc can overtake. Let's bump up that engine just a little bit more. Surprising how quickly we are getting up onto the back cars. And when people have to come into the pits, that's when we have our opportunity to strike. Of course, you're really hoping for the safety car to come out. Oh, Robin Friends has retired. A mechanical problem there for Friends after doing quite well early on. Right, let's now push for the final 2 laps. Looks how far can he make it? 47. Yeah, he should be able to make it perfectly alright. That's because Perez had to pit. That's the reason why. We're creating quite a nice gap, and hopefully I can come out just maybe 17th. Well, definitely points are on the card, and Russell's going to pit this lap. Can we now take advantage of him pitting? Car looks perfectly alright to me. Look at that, we've countered him. Russell had to repair his car anyway. Maybe that's the reason why he had to pit. I thought I was going to cover Russell, but in fact, he's dropped all the way back down, unfortunately. Yeah, it all depends how quickly we can overtake Hockenberg. There we go, into 11th place now. Oh no, thank goodness. That would have ruined my race there completely. It just seems like on the suffer quicker, new, fresher tyres, we are making up places. So Verstappen's now pit, so which now brings us up into 9th place. He must be one of the quickest car on track at the moment. Okay, here comes now Ricciardo's now pitted. Did we get in front of Ricciardo? We do. Ricciardo's done the same tactic as us. Okay, that's not too bad actually. I can live with Ricciardo doing that. Probably begin pushing your engine now. Let's push your engine for a little bit and see what we can do. So lots of Gasly, Latifi still haven't came in yet. Tsunoda. The Bottas is now pitted. I've got a feeling that Ricciardo may now overtake us because Ricciardo's pushing like a madman. If he overtakes, but he is wearing out his tyres. A lot more quickly from us. That seemed a bit like team orders used there. Oh! Ricciardo's crashed. Ricciardo's out of the race. That's a good result for us, actually. I was like I said, he's trying to attempt to overtake Daniel Ricciardo. Which now, that brings us quite nicely up the field, actually. I think we had a safety car. I would definitely pit in Vettel. There we go. Alonso's now finding the pits. Miles in front of Bottas. Come on, take Ricciardo. I think I'll race with Yuki Tsunoda here. That's if we can overtake Ricciardo. Not Ricciardo, Norris. Can we do it? Yes. 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 Can we get a Williams as well? Yes, we can. Good. Nice Leclerc. Let's now begin pushing. Look at that, finally in some clear air. Our lap time was near whole tyre second quicker than the two cars behind us. And there's the potential to get fourth place here. Which would be really nice for us, I think. Once again, another quick lap. There was a second quicker from Yuki. So now it depends on what Norris can do behind us. That's going to be the interesting thing. And Verstappen as well. So that lap we just did a 1:32.2. Norris did a 1:30.36. So we are quicker from Norris still. What do you mean your tyre wear is pretty bad? You're still going pretty well, Vettel. Let's now watch some Vettel, actually. Let's now watch... Okay, I've got past Mazepin. So now up into 15th place. What's engine like? Engine's doing pretty well still. So a lot of cars in front of us still need to come into the pits. Of course, Mazepin gets a penalty. And Russell has to now have to come into the pits to get his car repaired. I'm going to begin pushing Leclerc because I believe that I can push his car. Look, Latifi still needs to come in. And without catching the cars in front of us in record speed. Verstappen has crashed out now. So that's another place for us. There's a potential here that we could get both cars in the top 10 here. So how much quicker? Just look at that. He's going miles quicker from the cars in front. He's actually now on the back of these cars in front of us. And there's top 10. with Magnussen. Surprised that wasn't a safety car. I'm really surprised about that not being a safety car. That has surprised me a lot. But look at that, we're now on the back of the cars in front of us. On Bottas. Maybe even a podium finish here potentially is on the cards. Now, this is a race which is quite important for us. How well can Vettel get past these cars in front of us? Fighting Hamilton. And the red of the Ferrari. Who may be slowing us down quite a bit here. Come on. Did we tell him to push? Just to get past Hamilton at least, or both Ferraris. So like Ocon's now got the pace to potentially escape. There we go. Now into 12th place here. It depends on what people like Latifi, Hockenberg, what they do. And Grosjean as well, actually. So potentially a 2-point finish here for both our cars. That would be quite nice. And one car could potentially get a podium as well. Which should be quite nice as well. And Leclerc's... Look how much quicker Leclerc... Okay, he's finally got past. Bottas has finally got past. I mean, Norris is still doing us justice. I mean, don't get me wrong, Norris is still behind us. There we go. Russell's just set the quickest second. The question is, do we pit? How did we get past Bottas? Did Bottas must have run out wide somewhere. Bottas must have ran wide. It's the only way how I can picture him or us still being in front of Bottas. The question is, do I if I'm here? Or Vettel? Do we still finish in front of... You know what, let's risk it. Even though you're going quite quick still. But I don't think your tyre wear can make it to the end of the race, unfortunately. Let's now bump up that engine. Unfortunately, we do get lapped with Vettel, which just means higher engine. Which I still feel like we could still do quite well. We just get Vettel just pumping out those quick lap times. The same with Leclerc. If Norris, if Bottas gets past, I feel like, do we come into the pits? Do we have enough time to come into the pits and still overtake? I think we do. I think we've got enough time to come in and overtake. Because they're still fighting. And we're going to be right at the very end. Very slick pit stop. We're still in front. Now we go like crazy. Ah, Latifi, we're in 12. We go crazy and we try and get the quickest lap of the race. That's what we do with Leclerc. If he wants to do it, of course. There we go, so that Vettel can go quickest. That means Leclerc can go quick as well. Okay. How the hell are Hockenberg and Grosjean still out? And still doing really good lap times. Vettel goes quickest again. Now Leclerc goes quickest. Do we get the quickest lap time? Yes, we do, with Charles Leclerc. Now Vettel's going quicker. It only works if Vettel can get into the points. But now Leclerc goes quickest. Can Leclerc now get quickest lap time? You'll have to see this, both our cars trading lap times. Honestly, it's fantastic to see. We're now overtaken for 11th place. Honestly, I feel like we can catch up. Sergio Perez spun, but he's standing all the way down in the 16th, so it doesn't affect us. Hockenberg is going to go absolutely crazy now. We are right on the back of the cars in front of us. I think we can do that. It all depends on what. I'm happy with a 4th place. But can we get both cars into the points? Come on. Come on. Round the outside. Oh, come on. Down the inside. Down the inside. Yes. Come on, Vettel. Potentially an 8th place is still on the cards here. Can we overtake Grosjean? Down the inside, down the inside. Nope. That's giving Russell. We're too far behind Russell. Unfortunately. Oh no! How did Russell do that? How on earth did Russell get the quickest lap time? That's my plan out of the window. Okay, come on, Vettel. Come on. Get quickest lap. Yes! Yes, yes, yes. Well done, Vettel. If only he didn't have his accident at the start of the race, we could have had 2 very good point finishes there for us. But both cars in the points. A good start. Shows we've got race pace. That was something which I was a little bit scared about, that with us not having any race pace. But my God, it looks like we've got pace in this car. So I'm really happy. We get an extra bonus point as well. That's what you love to see. Which I think just puts us into 3rd place. It does put us in 3rd place. Now I'm risking, why did we go 7th place? But you have to look at that projectile at the start of the season where you're thinking, right, we're not going to finish high up because of how bad the car is. But in fact, I think everybody's, even though we're 7th place, I feel like we are definitely equal with a lot of the drivers. And plus, it keeps the manager happy, the boss really happy. I know we don't get much income now, which we have to be worried about. But if we get new sponsorships, we can go for the high money ones as well. That will generate money for us to buy better new parts for the car. But fantastic work from the pit crew as well. You've got to justify them as well. This is a whole entire team effort. I think it's our drivers which does it for us. Let me see, we didn't get quickest in the patch sessions. Carlos Sainz wins. Sebastian Vettel, oh no. Accident happens, it's no big deal. So they hit into each other. Oh man, that's more embarrassing for me. But anyway, this will bring an end to this episode. The next race will be the Dubai Grand Prix. So if you enjoyed this episode, make sure to leave a like. Any comments would be appreciated. If you're new around here, like the content which I make, well, make sure to subscribe to get more daily content. Until next episode, see you later.